Students, again now we are going to cover some more varieties of simplex. Before that, before telling you anything, I want to just discuss few more key points that in a simplex model, in a linear programming model, if you are going to solve it by simplex, so it is required that the constant written here, it should be positive, like minus 3x plus 2x less than or equal to minus 2. So first we will make it positive, because it is not acceptable. So how to make it positive? It is very simple. Multiply with minus 1 in both sides, so it will be 3x minus 2x, and now this less will become greater, and this 2. एक ये ऐसे आप याद रखिए कि जब भी हम माइनस से मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं तो ये पलट जाता है. Now there now you can use this constraint because now there is no negative sign in constant. So this is the one thing to remember. And another thing to remember is that while you are selecting key row in simplex table, so always use minimum ratio, but minimum positive ratio. No, don't consider negative ratio, and you will hardly get. But if you get, then ignore that. Don't consider that. Don't consider that it is existing for you. Right. So if you remember these two things, I think the questions you practice as much as you practice, so you will having more clear idea about particular varieties of the questions. Now, this time we are going to consider one different questions we have done earlier. If you take the questions which you did, so they had what in common? First thing, it was maximization. Now second thing was that 3x plus x2 less than or equal to 27. So and here x1 plus x2 greater. Now the questions you dealt with, they were having less than constraints. So here you would have added slack variable and make this equation. Now here you are going to see different variety of question where there is one constraint that is greater than type. So if we see this in the form of cases, you can say earlier was the case maximization with less than constraints, and this is maximization with mixed constraints. Uh, Mixed constraint means that one constraint is greater than type, or if all the constraints are greater than type, still you are going to use the same method. So here only you can see what is the new thing we are going to introduce. Only this is the required thing. So whenever you see any constraint which is greater than type, so you will see some changes. Why? Because here you cannot. Let us see. First try to write in a standard form. So what you will do, you will take this constraint 3x1 plus x2, then plus s1 is equal to 27. Why? Because this side is less, so we have added one variable, and now we can claim that this side will become 20 equal to 27. But now see this constraint, x1 plus x2, and here it is greater than 21. It means that here some variable should be subtracted. Here some variable should be subtracted. Why? Because this side is greater. So to make it equal to this side, you have to subtract a number. So now instead of adding, now we have subtracted. So I say s2, and it is equal to 21. Now see one more thing. First thing is that when you add a variable, it is known as slack variable. This you know. This is known as slack variable. Now when you subtract a variable, now it is not a slack variable means that was running short. But when you subtract a variable, so it is known as surplus variable. Surplus variable means this was the extra in this side, so we are subtracting. This is the reason now This is not known as slack variable. This is known as surplus variable, right? Now see in this equation, when you write first simplex table, so what you do, you assume in initial solution that you put x1 and x2 is equal to 0. Now see, if x1 and x2 is equal to 0, then s1 is equal to 27. Let me write one more thing here. Here s1 s2 whatever variable you introduce, they are supposed to take positive value. So here there is no problem, s1 is equal to 27, because as I told you that this side should be positive. If it is not positive, then you will make it positive. This is the reason I just coming here to this, I just explained that why there is requirement to make all the constants positive. Now from here you can see that s1 is equal to 27, so it is a, again it is a positive number. But here see, x1 is equal to 0, so here it is 0, minus s2 is equal to 21, so s2 will be equal to minus 21, and you say that s2 is greater than 0, so now it is something contradictory. To resolve this contradiction, what we do, we add a variable that you can say that auto correction variable, and the name of this variable is artificial variable. Artificial variable. Now why? Because it will adjust this value such that s2 should not go negative. Now you can say a minus s2 plus a is equal to 21. So now you can say that s2, it is not necessary that s2 is going to take negative value. But if a had not been present, then minus s2 is equal to 21, then s2 would have become minus 21. So it is for sure that it is going to take negative value. So to avoid this situation, we introduce one more variable, that is artificial variable. ना अब देखिए, आपको याद क्या रखना है, आपको याद रखना है कि अगर सरप्लस वेरिएबल हमने यूज़ किया, सरप्लस वेरिएबल कब यूज़ करते हैं, जब ग्रेटर देन टाइप कंस्टेंट होगा। तो अगर हमने सरप्लस वेरिएबल यूज़ किया तो आर्टिफिशियल वेरिएबल आएगा ही आएगा। क्यों? बिकॉज दिस इज अ करेक्शन वेरिएबल। सो इन दिस वे यू कैन रिमेंबर, अगर ग्रेटर देन टाइप कंस्टेंट्स है तो सरप्लस वेरिएबल और आर्टिफिशियल वेरिएबल बोथ यू हैव टू इंट्रोड्यूस. You will subtract surplus variable and artificial variable. So this is the reason in any constraints where that is greater than type constraint, then you have to use two variables, surplus variable and artificial variable, and all the variables are to take positive value, s1 s2 comma a. If there are more than constraints, then you will take it as a1 a2 a3 greater than or equal to 0. Now see, because there are three new variables introduced in linear programming model. Now there would be some modification in your objective function. So 4x1 plus 2x2 plus 0s1, no problem, plus 0s2, no problem. I think there should be no problem. But artificial variable is written with a different type of coefficient, that is m. So this you should remember, that this artificial variable is written as minus ma. Why it is written as that is not required to be understood, but still you should remember this, that artificial variable is added in objective function with minus m coefficient. Now just understand what is this m. This m takes a big value. You can say a big number, or you can, if you are interested to see, like the maximum number in this model is 27 maximum coefficient. So now you can take 100, 200, or whatever it is. You can say that it is a very big number. There is no such number which is near to this m, or you can say it is tending to infinite, whatever you can take, but it is a big number. अभी इसका क्या सिग्निफिकेंस है, जब अभी हम लोग सॉल्व करेंगे तब समझ में आएगा. सो दिस इज द रीज़न, this when there is greater than type constraint, और when there is artificial variable. Artificial variable कौन कौन से सिचुएशन में आ सकता है, पहला तो आपने देख लिया, एक और सिचुएशन में आ सकता है, then I will discuss later. But whenever there is artificial variable, so it is going to take m constant. जितने भी slack variable और surplus variable हैं, ये का कोफिशिएंट लेते हैं 0. बट जितना भी आर्टिफिशियल वेरिएबल आता है, इफ़ देयर इज a1 a2 a3, then we would have written minus m a1 minus m a2 minus m a3. So it will take minus m coefficient. This is, remember this. Now for this reason, because here you have introduced a big value of m, so this is the reason this method is also known as big M method. Big M method. Or you can say Karner's method. Karner is for the name of author. It is the name of author. Karner's method or big M method. Whenever you introduce M, then this method in simplex is generally known as big M method. Now see, what is the what will be the difference in writing simplex table? So now simplex table 1, if we write, here coefficient, basis, now all the variables which are present in objective function x1, x2, s1, s2, then a, right? And these are the coefficient from objective function 4, 2, 0, 0 and minus m. Now in basis we start from constant. If only slack variable is present, so we will write slack variable first. Now if surplus variable and artificial variable is present, then we are going to write artificial variable. Now listen, डिसीजन वेरिएबल तो नहीं लिखते, हम लिखते हैं स्लैक वेरिएबल. स्लैक वेरिएबल इज गिवन प्रायोरिटी ओवर डिसीजन वेरिएबल. नाउ हियर यू कैन सी दैट अगर ये ए नहीं होता, देन वी वुड हैव रिटन सरप्लस वेरिएबल, बट सरप्लस वेरिएबल ऑलवेज कम्स विद ए. सो नाउ आर्टिफिशियल वेरिएबल इज गिवन द मोस्ट प्रायोरिटी. तो सबसे पहले अगर आर्टिफिशियल वेरिएबल कहीं कंस्ट्रेंट में प्रेजेंट, तो पहले वो लिखेंगे हम बेसिस में. नाउ विद कोफिशिएंट माइनस एम. This is the first thing in big M. If artificial, big M means you have introduced M, it means that artificial variable is there. If artificial variable is there, then we are going to write artificial variable first in basis. Now these are the coefficient. 3, I'm writing from here, 3, 1, 1, 0, 0, because there is no presence of S2 and A in first constraint. Now in second, 1, 1, 0, minus 1 and 1. Now here solution values in first table we write a right hand side. So it is 27, then 18. Now we will conduct optimality test. All the procedures same. First we calculate zj. 0 into 3, 0, minus m into 1, minus m. 0 into 0, 0 into 1, 0, then minus 1 into 1, minus m. Then here again 0, minus m into minus 1, plus m. Then here minus m. Now delta, this minus this. So 4 minus minus m, it will be 4 plus m. 2 minus minus m, 2 plus m. 0, minus m, and minus m minus minus m, it will be 0. And m is very high positive value. Remember, because when I say high value, so it means that it is a positive value, high positive value. Now check whether this solution is optimal. Is there any positive? Here it is 0, it is negative, it is 0. Here 2 plus m, it is a positive value. 4 plus m, again it is a positive. Now which one is greater? 4 plus m, because it is 2 plus m, and it is 2 plus m plus 2, it is 4 plus m. So this is the highest value. Now this solution is not optimal, but this is the key column. Now take ratio. If you take a ratio, so 27 by 3, 9. It will be here it was 21, sorry, actually I have missed, I have written this, it is 21. So 21 upon 1, 21 upon 1, 21. So which one is the minimum ratio? This one. So this will be the key row and this will be the key element. Right? Now, so from here we can say, we have to use another page. From here you can see now you can say that from here x1 enter and s1 leave. Okay, fine. So for simplex table 2, this coefficient basis, you said that s1 leave and x1 enter, so x1 and coefficient of x1 is 4. Now here there will be no change. Now x1, x2, s1, s2 and a. Then here solution values. Now here you have to make one key. So what command you should write? You should write that r1 new should become r1 old upon 3. So we can write here, it will become 1, it will become 1 by 3, it will become 1 by 3, it will become 0, it will become 0, and it will become 9. Now here you have to make 0 using this. So here it is 1, it is also 1. So we will write this command that r2 new will become r2 old minus r1 new. Right. So here it will be 1 minus 1 0, 0 आना ही था. Then here it is here it is 1 and here it is 1 by 3. So 1 minus 1 by 3, it is 2 by 3. Then here it is 0 and here it is 1 by 3, so it is minus 1 by 3. And here it is minus 1 and here it is 0, so it will remain minus 1. Here it is 1, again here that is 0, it will be 1. Now here it is 21 and here it is 9. So 21 minus 9, 21 minus 9, 12. Yeah. Now this is the new solution. Check its optimality. calculate z. Calculate z. So it will be 4. It will be 4 by 3 minus 2 by 3 m. It will be 4 by 3 plus m by 3. Here it will be 0. Here it will be 0 plus m, or you can say m. Here 0 and minus m. ऊपर इसके कोफिशिएंट है 4 2 0 0 minus m. Now delta j will be 4 minus 4 0. 2 minus 2 by 3m. तो पहले तो ये minus 2 by 3m, तो ये 2 by 3m प्लस में हो जाएगा. देन 2 minus 4 by 3. 2 minus 4 by 3. 2 minus 4 by 3 is 6 minus 4. So it will be 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3. Then it is 0 minus, it will be minus m plus m by 3 minus 4 by 3. Now it is minus m, and it will be minus m minus m 0. So now is this solution optimal? No, because this is the positive value. So now this will be the key column. Now take ratio. If you take ratio, then 9 by 1 by 3 to 27. Then 12 by 2 by 3 to 6 into 3 18. Now this is the minimum ratio. Now we are going to write next table. So A leave and x2 enter. A leave, x2 enter. Now simplex table 3. Coefficient, basis, x1 x2 s1 s2 a. इनका कोफिशिएंट 4 2 0 0 minus m. Here x1 4 and a will be replaced by x2. x2 का coefficient 2. Now this is 1. Now here this is key row, so here you have to make 1. So now the command will be r2 new should become r2 old. इसमें 3 by 2 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दे तो 1 हो जाएगा. So it will be multiplied by 3 by 2. So now see, 0 into 3 by 2 0. 2 by 3 into 3 by 2 1 ही लाना था. Minus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3 into 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2. Simply minus 3 by 2 and 3 by 2. Now 12 into 3 by 2 18. Now here you have to make 0. So here it is 1. So if you multiply this row by 1 by 3 and then subtract, so now that we should write command r1 new should become r1 old minus 1 by 3 times r2 new. Now here it is 1 minus 1 by 3 into 0 0 0 1, so it will be 1. Now here it is 1 by 3 and now here it is 1 into 1 by 3 1, so 0 0 लाना भी था यहाँ पे. Now here see, it is 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3 into this, so minus 1 by 3 into minus 1 by 2, तो ये तो हो जाएगा प्लस. तो फाइनली ये हो गया कि 1 by 3 प्लस 1 by 6. 1 by 3 प्लस 1 by 6, और ऐसे कहें कि अगर 1 by 3 इसमें से वैसे ले लेते तो इट विल बिकम 1 plus 1 by 2, so 3 by 2. Finally it is 1 by 2. या फिर ऐसे करें 6 3 9 9 9 में से 3 3 हाँ 1/2 थोड़े थोड़े कैलकुलेशन इसमें फ्रैक्शनल रहते हैं एंड दिस इज़ माय सजेशन वन स्टूडेंट गिव मी सेंड मी solution with decimal values so don't do that always use fractional values otherwise you'll be in big trouble because most of the time when we take decimal values so we take approximate values instead of exact values so always keep the values in fraction it will be 1/2 now then here it is 0 and here it is 0 and here it is 3/2 minus 3/2 so minus 3/2 first multiply by 1/3 so it will be minus 1/2 then 0 minus minus 1/2 yani ki 1/2 check your calculation check do calculation by yourself and if you find any discrepancy then let me know now here it is 0 and here it is 3/2 so 0 again it will be minus 1/2 now here it is 9 9 minus 1/3 1/3 will be 6 so 9 minus 6 3 now check its optimality calculate z so it will be 4 it will be 2 it will be 4 minus 1 4 into 1/2 2 2 into 1/2 1 so 2 minus 1 1 I think all of you should also check this is my suggestion 4 to 1 then here it will be 4 into 1/2 2 then 2 into 3 so it will be 4 over 2 minus it will be minus 1 how 4 into 1/2 2 then 2 into minus 3/2 minus 3 it will be minus 1 now here 4 into 1/2 it will be minus 2 and 3 so it will be 1 it will be 1 now delta 4 minus 4 0 2 minus 2 0 minus 1 1 and minus m minus 1 so all the values are negative but this value came positive so now this will be the key column now we'll take a ratio now 3 upon 1/2 6 now 18 upon minus 3/2 so this is going to be a negative value so we are not going to consider that we are going to ignore this is the first this is the thing which I told you in the start of this video that we are not going to consider negative value so now so here this will be the only row so that we will take as key row now here we'll say that x1 leave and s2 enter now write simplex table simplex table 4 coefficient basis x1 x2 s1 s2 then a 4 2 0 0 minus m then x1 की जगह आ गया s2 कोफिशिएंट इसका 0 and x2 2 now here it is 3/2 so first thing you have to here this is the key element now and here you have to make 1 so multiply this row with 2 so write this command r1 new becomes r1 old into 2 तो यहाँ पे हो जाएगा 2 ये हो जाएगा 0 ये हो जाएगा 1 ये हो जाएगा 1 ये हो जाएगा -1 और ये हो जाएगा 6 now here you have to make 0 here it is -3/2 and here it is 1 तो अगर हम -3/2 इसमें मल्टीप्लाई करके ऐड कर दें यहाँ पे तो 0 हो जाएगा. सो नाउ राइट दिस कमांड, R2 new becomes R2 old, R2 old plus 3/2 times R1 new. अब इसमें 3/2 से मल्टीप्लाई करिए तो 3 और यहाँ पे है 0. अगर इसमें 3/2 से मल्टीप्लाई करें और यहाँ पे है 0, 3/2 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो यहाँ 3 आ जाएगा और इसमें ऐड करना है तो यहाँ पे 0 + 3 3. सेम वे हियर इट इज़ 1 एंड हियर इट इज़ 0, ये रहेगा. अब यहाँ पे 3/2 से मल्टीप्लाई किया और यहाँ पे है -2 -1/2, तो 3/2 और -1/2 हो जाएगा 1. यहाँ पे है -3/2 और यहाँ पे यहाँ पे मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे 3/2, यहाँ पे 0 लाना भी था तो ये 0 ही हो गया. यहाँ पे है 3/2 और यहाँ पे है 1. यहाँ पे हम 3/2 से अगर मल्टीप्लाई किए और ऐड किए तो -3/2 से 0. and now here multiply 3/2, so we multiply 3/2, so it will be 9. Here it is 18. 18 minus 9, sorry, we are adding, because here we are adding. So here 9, then 18 plus 9, I think 18 plus 9, 27. Now check the values again, take optimality test. Zj is equal to 6, it will be equal to 2, it will be equal to 2, it will be equal to 0, it will be equal to 0. Now take delta, it will be -2, it will be 0, it will be again -2, it will be 0, it -1. So all the values are negative, there is no positive value. So this solution is optimal. Then answer is, now see, x1 is not present in the basis, so it means that x1 is equal to 0. This I told you in previous video. If any decision variable is not present, it means that that decision variable is still 0. So x1 is equal to 0 and x2 is equal to 27 and z max is equal to, because z was 4x1 plus 2x2, so 4x1 is 0, 2x2, so 27 into 2, it is 54. I hope this would be clear to you, and in next videos I will discuss some more questions. Thank you.